Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, let me make sure I'm in frame here. Let's scoot over a little bit more. Okay, you guys. I've been gone for a week, so you probably be like, what happened to Angela? But just went to Pismo Beach for just a few days. I didn't go for a week, just for a few days. But you know, you come back, you have to get resettled and yada yada. Okay, you guys, so I'm hopping right back into it with my altered book. And let me show you what we're going for. Let me turn this around. Okay, and I just hit my camera. Okay, hopefully. We'll see if I'm still in frame or not. Okay. Let me bring this down a little bit. Didn't this turn out really pretty? And let me tell you why it turned out pretty. Had nothing to do with me. Okay, I did my normal background as far as starting out with the collage bits, and then we did a lot of layering, which I'll go through, and we'll start that over here to how to build the background, how I built this background. But this right here, you guys, you know what this is? This parakeet, this purple parakeet with all these beautiful flowers. You guys, this is a Dollar Tree wall sticker. Okay, so, you know, I'll be right back. Let me go, I have an extra one that I didn't use. I bought two. Just a second. Okay, so this is nothing but a Dollar Tree wall sticker. So, there we go. Look how, isn't that just gorgeous, you guys? Okay, so that's only half of the parakeet. I think it's a purple parakeet. It might be a different bird. Who cares? Does it even say it on here? Let me see. It doesn't. But the other side of it, because you put it all together, and there's the back of it. But look how gorgeous that is. Okay, so I only used this side. So I used half the parakeet with the flowers. And this whole piece comes out. And then you still have these flowers too. And I still have the back and this. The back of this, I'll probably put something over this and just use the flowers on the back. So I wanted to show you that. So you guys keep an eye out for the really pretty wall stickers, which a lot of us do. And we're always like, oh, what should I do with them? We don't know if we want to put them on the wall or put them on a canvas. Put them in your altered book or your junk journals, or do some really cool background and then put it on top of a canvas, you know? Okay, so what we're going to do on the other side, what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and do the background. So I'm going to show you how I do that. But for this page, it's going to match this. It's not, I'm not going to use another wall sticker. On this side, for my focal point on this side, I'm going to use one of my girls. So I'm going to cut her out, and after I do the background, cut her out, put her on that side, and see how I colored her up in purple. Yeah, I hand drew this girl, and then I watercolored her. Plus, I use a lot of other stuff with just watercoloring. I use watercoloring, acrylic, pencils. I do a lot of stuff. Anyway, it matches the whole thing. Okay, so my girl will go there. Then I'll probably use, and then I'll use some napkins, because see how she's just kind of cut off straight here? I'll throw some napkins on the bottom so it'll be like she's in a garden. I may throw in the flowers that are left over. We'll see how that works. I may throw those in. And I'm definitely doing this, you guys. I think this was a really cool idea. Is I have my girl down. I'll cut her out. So that's how I'll cut her and paste her in. And flowing around everywhere, I'm going to put the butterflies. And these butterflies I got again from Dollar Tree. So they'll be like dimensional butterflies on my page. Isn't that gonna be cool? Look at those. They are gorgeous. Also, they had like some fall color looking butterflies. I bought those too. So I bought 2 packs of these and 2 packs of the fall looking ones. Okay, so you guys know what we're going for, what we're doing. Let's decide how we're getting there. Oh, and I did throw some stickles so it's wet. I threw some stickles on the flowers and the face of this bird. Okay, let me turn my book around so we can get started. And we're going to start out how we always do with the collage bits. We always start out with collage bits. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I'm in frame. Okay, we're good. for my favorite part, because it's brainless. And it adds so much, it adds like a spirit to your piece. It adds texture, it adds interest. You see things peeking out and you can't even really figure it out. You're like, why does that piece look so interesting? Because you'll see things peeking out from the very first layer. Not everything gets covered, even though we keep covering things. Things peek out. It's that peekaboo effect that makes it so pretty. Okay, in my opinion. Okay. And it's also very, I think it's just very relaxing to paste paper down. It can also give you a little bit of time, if you're not sure what you want to do, to think about what you want to do. Because you know you're going to do this step first, so it'll give you time to think. Oh, now you guys see that I did some writing on here? I wrote down, I've seen other girls do this. I just wrote down some words. I wrote down some things I like, some words I like. I wrote inspiring, joy, hope. I wrote down Pismo, because that's where I just went, was Pismo Beach. I love it there. I wrote the word love, slow town. What else I write? Peace, mixed media. So just inspirational words or sayings that I like, and they're going to be underneath my art. Which I think just adds a little bit of magic to my art. Okay, and also, I am layering down some receipts. So again, you can use anything, you guys, for these collage bits. So I'm laying down receipts, of course, music note paper, book paper. Anything you find is fair game to add for your collage bits. Use some music note paper now. And I'm using my homemade matte medium, or matte Mod Podge. And I'm going to work in my, I also have a series on working in this, these Abandoned Places books. And really, if you think about it, it's also altering a book. So I will label it like that because it is another form of altering books. So in my next video, I think I'm going to go back to my altered book and kind of switch back and forth, because I want to work back in my altered book. And this one I'm going to work in, there's Abandoned Places, Abandoned Wrecks, and there's Abandoned Castles, you guys. I'm going to do Abandoned Castles. And if I have time in this video, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, for those who don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And I already pasted down my collage bits down. And those collage bits are different than these collage bits. So it'll be easier for me to show you than just keep talking about it. So I will show you at the end of this video. And then I'll kind of switch myself back and forth between the two books. And fall is coming up, you guys, thank goodness. And I have some fall crafty videos that I want to do. So I'll be doing some of those. I love fall. It's one of my favorite times of the year. I love fall and I love winter. I absolutely hate summer. I think because of where I live. If I lived in somewhere that was like cooler, I would probably like it. But no. I live in Las Vegas, you guys. In the summer, it is horrible. So, and I lived in Arizona before that. So, it's just not, the weather is just, it's horrific. It's absolutely horrific. So, and you know, I think whether I lived somewhere else with nicer weather, I still would like fall and winter. I love warm, I love jeans, I love boots, I love boho cardigans, I love oversized sweaters, I love hot tea and hot chai tea. See what I'm saying? So I like that kind of stuff anyway. I love fall colors. A lot of my fall decor, which I'll be redecorating my house for fall, and I will videotape that. Half my fall stuff stays up. So after because what I do is I do fall, and then I'll decorate for Christmas. And after Christmas, I put up a lot of my fall stuff back because I like those fall colors. So, and they match my house. So my house is very native and like Native American, but I know they like to be called native. So I'm sorry, I'm saying native. Very native, and very, I have a lot of African influence in it also. So it's very ethnic, very rustic. So that fall, those fall colors and the fall things really fit in my house. So does farmhouse. Farmhouse really fits well too because it's very rustic. So the common denominator with all that is just rustic, you know. Okay. I'll go down here with this one. I don't know if I pasted all this down here or not. It doesn't really matter, but I kind of like to try to spread out my collage bits. Different ones up against different other ones, not the same right by each other. I don't know, not always, but I try. But since I think this is relaxing and very therapeutic, there's the word, I try not to stress about that too much because I think it is very therapeutic. And I want to keep it that way. So I don't want to get too high stress over these collage bits. Because it's my therapy. Are you guys excited about fall? I notice a lot of crafters, a lot of artists like fall too. I think we like the coziness and the warmth of it all. And then I just love Christmas. Oh, I just love it. I love decorating my house for Christmas. I love the spirit of Christmas. I just love it. And I go full out for decorating for Christmas and full out for decorating for fall. And then I could pretty much go back. I want to kind of fully go out for Easter because I just think it can be so pretty. A very like farmhousey type of decorating for Easter. I just am so worn out by then that I usually don't, but we'll see if I get to it this year. If I did, I'd want to do a more thing of like, instead of like Christmas and fall, I actually will take the stuff out, pack it up, and then have all new decor for both of those holidays. But for Easter, I think I would like to not have to do that because I just did that for fall and for Christmas. For Easter, just have like additions, you know, like adding things here and there. So we'll see. Okay, so now I added my basic collage bits. Now I want to go for my color collage bits. And I've told you guys before, I learned this from Lori Marie Jenkins to add the color. I've always done this type, you know, music note paper, receipt, not receipt, well, I just started doing receipts, book pages, you know, all that. But I've never added color as another layer, background layer. And so I saw her do that. I thought, that's genius. So thank you, Lori Marie Jenkins. So I do that now, and I love it. It adds a whole nother layer. And the colors do not even have to match what you're doing, because you're going to paint over all this. But like, it shows up in just little sneak peeks. And I'm going to do another background where I use the sander. And you guys, it is called a palm sander. I've been calling it an electric sander, but I guess the correct terminology is a palm sander. I'm going to do another project soon here with the palm sander. Love that thing. Oh, there's another colored piece right here. Now, you don't want to, this is how I see it. You don't want to completely cover your first layer. You just want to put some pieces in here and there. And this is the last one I'm going to do. Okay. I don't know, I feel like I need to put one more right here. Okay. So we put this one in. Okay, so what I want to do, and I learned this from Lori Marie Jenkins too. You guys have to watch her channel. I'll try to remember to link her below. I've linked her below a lot of my videos. I love her mixed media style and techniques. I think I like her style because it's very similar to mine. Not that we're the same. We just similar. I like her style, which is why I was attracted to it, because it's similar to mine. So of course you're attracted to something that's similar to yours. I would always wait to put on some gesso until it dried. Well, she put the gesso right on top of it and it cracked. And I thought, oh yeah, duh. It's just like if you take acrylic paint and put it on top of Elmer's glue, it'll crack. It'll give you that crackle effect. But the same thing would go for some gesso. Gesso's nothing but a matte paint. So, and I don't use gesso either. I use Kilz, K-I-L-T-Z. I get it a gallon. I get a gallon of it from Home Depot for like around 15 bucks. It'll last you for the year, maybe 2 years. Mine lasted for me 2 or 3 years, but I wasn't doing so much mixed media. I was doing mixed media, but I was doing other things too. I've just been doing a lot of mixed media lately, so. If I keep going at this pace, I'll probably be done with this gallon in a year. Okay, so I'm going to take my gesso or my Kilz and go right over this. Pretty light coat. And what I love, once it's dry, you guys, oh my god, it has a cool crackle finish. So there's like another texture. And I guess Lori Marie Jenkins, that's her channel. The reason that she did that is because it was just out of impatience, not being patient. She goes, I don't have patience to let this dry. So she did it. I don't know if she knew it was going to crack or not. She probably did know. But anyway, since she didn't want to wait. I thought, that's a girl after my own heart right there. I don't want to wait either. Okay, you know what? I don't want that on my page. Oh, we're fine. We'll paint that. Okay. So, of course, now we have to let this dry. And I'm going to put this outside. Here in Las Vegas, it's dry as hell. Hot as hell. So, this will be dry in about 15 minutes. But you guys aren't going to wait for that. So, we will go to part 2. So, you guys go to part 2, and we'll continue on with the rest of the process. But before that, I wanted to show you guys the Abandoned Place book that I'm going to be working in. It's another form of an altered book. And I learned that from, what is her name? Oh my god, I can't believe it just left my brain. Don't you hate that when you're thinking and then you have the person's name or the thing you're talking about in your brain and just won't come out of your mouth? Alright, who I learned this from? I learned it from her 3 or 4 years ago. It will come to my brain in a minute. Okay, let me put this down so this can start drying. Let me get my other book. So just a second, I'll be right back. Hopefully I don't have a crappy avalanche. Okay, good. Got that book out. Let's get a different one out. This is the one I've been working in. You guys love how I'm talking to myself? Okay. So I got these books. They're called Abandoned Places. Learned her techniques for this like probably about 4 years ago, I think. It was a while ago. And a lot of people are working in these books. So it's another way to alter books. So I'm going to be working on this one in the next video, but let me show you this Abandoned Places really quick. You get these on eBay. You can get this book for like $7, you guys. And once you guys see it, if you haven't seen these books, you're going to want it too. So I think I paid Abandoned Castles, I think I paid 10. This I paid 6 or 7, and then Abandoned Wrecks, I paid 6 or 7. Okay, so this is Abandoned Places. This is Abandoned Castles, and there's Abandoned Wrecks. And there's another one, but I wasn't too fond of it. Abandoned something. Oh, that book split. I forgot what it was. Abandoned Cities, but I don't know. I'll see if I'm going to get that one or not. Okay, I want to show you Abandoned Places. This isn't the one I'm going to work in. Next, I'm working Abandoned Castles, but I want to show you. I have done some pages already. I love how this page turned out. So what you do is, this was a castle and this really cool tree right here. and these steps. And so you add collage bits to it and with paint. So I added this zebra, this watch here. This watch now is like a little, I don't know, something like a little in space that shoots out. This was all text in the background, and I painted it out black, put stars, I put in the moons or the planets. This I made into another planet. It's a half a watch face. This is like some bird, parakeet. I put that in there because I thought it looked cool. I put the zebra in because I thought it looked cool. I kind of put a little sparkle in their eyes. This castle was already here. I did snow or water dripping out. I threw lightning in. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is, I did all that with acrylic paint. This is one of my favorite pages. Love it. Look how cool this book is, though. Look at all these abandoned... I know they're abandoned places, but once things get really rusted out, I love this right here. They can be so beautiful. This may be your thing or not. This could be really cool. Like put a big watch face right here and have like spears of light coming out and maybe water or snow coming off of all of this. And throw something cool right here in the text or paint it out black. This is cool. I love this page. This was a bunch of rusted old pipes. I added the watch face here. I added, what else did I add? Another, this isn't a watch face. This is some jewelry bit. This is another watch face. I added that butterfly. I think I added this right here. It's a little closet and that watch. And then added all these painting techniques. This is cool. I want to do this one. It'll be really pretty. And I was thinking to like, because these are 4 separate pictures, to bring all these pictures together, throw a bridge right here in the middle. And what brings people together? Bridges. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Put a bridge in between you if you're completely different. If you're in 4 different sections, put a bridge in the middle. I think that could be really cool. Paint all the white space black. This one I think is really cool. I want to do that one very soon. I love it. Love it! I love this one. I think it's beautiful. And there's a lot of room for collage bits. Love it. These ones that are more plain like this, you could throw a lot of collage bits in them though. This, oh, I can't wait to do this one. Fabulous. Okay, so you guys get what I'm saying now. I love this. I love all of this. I think this is so cool. Again, take a bridge and throw a bridge right in here. It could look really cool. Or just paint everything out black. And then throw your collage bits in and connect it together that way. This, I think, is just awesome. Not sure what it was. It looks a little bit scary, but it looks really cool. Okay, so you guys get what I'm saying. I'll show you one more that I did. I think this turned out so beautiful. You guys, this originally was a, basically like a prison for 16 to 25-year-olds. And I think it was absolutely horrendous that you're mixing 16-year-olds with 25-year-olds, okay? There's a reason that children are children. Anyway, I wanted to make something beautiful and something sacred and safe for these children. So I call it, I think in the title, I did this one on, I did all these on video. I think I said Save the Children. Yeah, Save the Children. And I just wanted to make a beautiful, safe, loving place out of this horrible setting for these children. So this owl is overwatching everyone. This rose right here is for love. I put bubbles everywhere because that's fun, very childlike and positive. Another butterfly, another spiritual type of animal watching over the children. Another rose. There's clocks, means they're watching. Stars. Anyway, I wanted to make something beautiful and positive out of that. This was an old hospital, I think in Germany. And I just added some really cool, I think really cool stuff to it. Okay, so I could keep going. Look at this right here. I think this is another old hospital. Isn't that just so beautiful? Even though it's all like rusted and debilitated, I just love it. I can't wait to do that one. Okay, So, this is Abandoned Castles. And this has a lot of cool old castles in it. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Love it. Let me see if I can find some other castles that and then I'll show you guys what I'm working on. I already pasted down my collage bits. That's a cool old castle right there. That's pretty cool. This is really cool because you can add a lot of collage bits. That's really cool to add a bunch of collage to it. Like here, you could totally collage this whole page and collage here and here, and you have that there. It's called reverse collage. That's cool. That could be really cool. Okay, and that's neat. Okay, so then, this is the one that I'm working on. So, I love this old castle right here. So this was already here. I added this beautiful bird. You guys can tell, I really love birds and butterflies. I like things that fly. I think I want to fly. You're just like, girl, you're crazy. I added this hummingbird. I added this, what is this? A parakeet? I think so. A hummingbird, a beautiful butterfly. I got these beautiful butterflies out of some calendars last year from Dollar Tree. This hummingbird and this hummingbird. You guys, there's a hummingbird magazine. I don't have it with me. Okay, you guys, it's not cheap. Everything I buy is dirt cheap usually. My husband made me spend $12 on a damn magazine. But he goes, Angela, you do so much collage work and you love hummingbirds. And he's right. I'm obsessed with hummingbirds. So he's like, you're getting this. So he made me get it and I'm so happy. It's a book full of hummingbirds. So I got those out of there. This is another thing, watches. It's called, let's see if I can find it really quick. It's a book, a magazine full of watches. And it's not a bad price. I think I picked it up for like $6, $7, maybe $8 on eBay. And it's called the Watcher. Oh man. I want to be able to find it for you guys because it's really cool. Because that's another thing I really like to throw in my pieces is watches. And you'll find your favorite things that you like to use, and you'll find yourself going to them all the time. Make sure you guys pick up the calendars at Dollar Tree because they're another great cheap source of collage bits. Because somebody asked me, they said, where do you get all your collage bits or your, you know, all your collage bits? And go to thrift stores. They'll have National Geographics, they'll have fashion magazines. Choose all kinds of magazines, you guys, because you never know where you're going to find cool images. But don't pay too much. Try to get them for 50 cents, $1. I one time went to a garage sale and I was picking up some stuff because I'm an eBay reseller and I was picking up some clothes. And I looked over at the corner and she had like 20 magazines sitting there. And I said, oh, how much are the magazines? And I was hoping she'd say like 50 cents or whatever. She goes, you can have those for free. Just take them out of here. I'm like, okay. So you can get lucky and that can happen to you too. Okay. Where in the heck? I'm looking, sorry guys, I'm looking for that magazine of watches, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, the next time I do, when I do this video, I will have that magazine found, and I'll show you guys that magazine, because it's a really cool magazine full of watches. I can't even think of the name of it. Okay, anyway, I'll stop looking for that. So then what I did is I pasted all this down. And then I used black acrylic paint. You want flat black acrylic paint. And I painted out all the white spaces and any of the print. And now we're ready to go. Okay? And I'll show you guys. And then I'll do a bunch of different painting techniques. And this will just look fabulous. It'll be a beautiful little world. So that's what we'll work on after I get done with the book, the page that we just did today. This will be my next thing. I'm going to go back to my Abandoned Places books. And kind of alter between this and the other ones. So I'm really enjoying working in books. I used to hate working in books, and now I'm just loving it. I love it, I think, when I can alter a book. I think that's what I love. So anyway, if you want to get these books, like I said, this is Abandoned Castles. Make sure you guys are seeing this. No, you're not. Okay. This is Abandoned Castles. Okay. This one's Abandoned Places. And then there's one called Abandoned Wrecks. And it's just abandoned, like, old trains and cars. Really cool. I'll go over that one in my next video, the Abandoned Wrecks, so that you can go to eBay if you want to get these. So, you're going to pay between $7 to $10 for them, and it's well worth it. Such cool stuff. Okay, you guys, so I will see you guys in part 2, and we will finish up that other page that's drying. I got to take that outside, and part 2 will probably be really close to this one, because I'm just going to take it outside, let it sit for 15-20 minutes, and then make the next video. So, all right, see you guys in part 2.